The sun beat down on Chicago that summer, making the sidewalks shimmer. 10-year-old Chad sat on a small, foldable stool next to his cooler, a bright red beacon against the gray concrete. "Ice-cold water." $1, he called out, his voice surprisingly strong for such a small kid. Sweat beaded on his forehead, but his smile never wavered. Chad wasn't just selling water, he was building a business. He'd saved up his allowance to buy the cooler and the water bottles. He even designed a little sign with colorful markers that read, "Chad's Cool Water." He dreamed of buying a new bike with his earnings, a shiny blue one he'd seen in the window of Mr. Henderson's shop down the street. Each sale was a victory. He loved handing people a cold bottle, seeing their faces light up with relief from the heat. He kept track of his sales in a small notebook, carefully writing down each dollar earned. He felt like a real entrepreneur, a businessman making his own way in the world. He was proud of his hard work and excited about the future. This wasn't just about the money, it was about the feeling of accomplishment. Just as Chad was counting his earnings from his 5th sale, a shadow fell over his little stand. A woman, her face tight with disapproval, stood before him. Her name was Susan, and she clutched a large purse tightly to her side. "Do you have a permit for this?" she demanded, her voice sharp. Chad looked up, confused. "A permit? For selling water?" "Yes, a permit." "You can't just set up shop on the sidewalk without permission," Susan snapped. "It's against the law." Chad's smile faltered. He hadn't thought about a permit. He was just trying to earn some money. I don't have one," he mumbled, his confidence shrinking. Susan huffed, pulling out her phone. "I knew it. I'm calling the police." Chad's eyes widened in alarm. "The police?" "But I'm not doing anything wrong," he protested, his voice trembling. He felt a knot forming in his stomach. He watched, frozen, as Susan dialed 911, her voice cold as she reported a young black boy selling water without a permit. Chad suddenly felt very small and vulnerable. The bright summer day seemed to darken around him. Luckily, a young woman named Maria, walking by on her lunch break, saw what was happening. Disgusted by Susan's actions, she quickly pulled out her phone and started recording. She captured Susan's cold demeanor, Chad's frightened expression, and the entire 911 call. Maria uploaded the video to social media with the hashtag #WaterboyJustice. Within minutes, it exploded. People were outraged by the injustice of a grown woman calling the police on a young boy trying to earn an honest dollar. The video spread like wildfire, shared and retweeted thousands of times. News outlets picked up the story, amplifying Chad's plight. Comments poured in, expressing support for Chad and condemnation for Susan's actions. The internet, often a source of negativity, became a powerful force for good in this instance. Maria's quick thinking and the power of social media had turned a moment of potential harm into a catalyst for change. Chad's face, once filled with fear, was now plastered across screens everywhere, a symbol of resilience and the fight against injustice. The outpouring of support for Chad was overwhelming. People from all walks of life wanted to help. A GoFundMe page was set up, and donations poured in, quickly surpassing its initial goal. Local businesses offered to donate supplies, like ice and water bottles. But it wasn't just about the money. Many people reached out to Chad and his family, offering mentorship and guidance. A local businessman, Mr. Thompson, volunteered to teach Chad about business management and financial literacy. He showed Chad how to create a proper budget, track expenses, and reinvest profits. Neighbors started buying water from Chad every day, not just because they were thirsty, but to show their support. They cheered him on, telling him to keep pursuing his dreams. The community had transformed Chad's unfortunate experience into an opportunity for growth and empowerment. They showed him that even in the face of injustice, kindness and solidarity could prevail. The blue bike he dreamed of was now within reach, but more importantly, Chad felt a renewed sense of hope and belonging. The viral video not only brought financial and emotional support but also opened doors to incredible academic opportunities for Chad. Recognizing his potential, several organizations offered him scholarships to attend better schools. He enrolled in a private school known for its rigorous curriculum and supportive environment. Realizing Chad might need extra help to catch up, the school arranged for him to have tutoring sessions with some of the best teachers. He excelled in math and science, subjects that resonated with his entrepreneurial mind. He also joined the debate team, honing his communication and critical thinking skills. The resources available to him were a world away from his previous school. He now had access to advanced technology, a well-stocked library, and dedicated teachers who believed in him. This access fueled his passion for learning and transformed his academic trajectory. He went from being a kid just trying to make a few dollars to a focused and ambitious student with his sights set high. The ugly incident had inadvertently paved the way for a brighter future. 5 years flew by. Chad, now 15, was a different person. He still had the same bright smile and entrepreneurial spirit, but it was tempered with a newfound maturity and determination. He excelled in his studies, consistently earning top grades. His passion for math and science only grew stronger, and he spent hours tinkering with computers and building robots in the school's maker space. He wasn't just focused on academics. Chad was also deeply involved in extracurricular activities. He was the captain of the debate team, leading them to several victories. He volunteered at a local soup kitchen, helping those less fortunate. He even started a coding club at his school, teaching younger students the basics of programming. He carried himself with quiet confidence, a far cry from the scared little boy who sold water on the street corner. He knew that he wanted to use his skills and knowledge to make a positive impact on the world. He dreamed of creating innovative technologies that would solve global problems and help people in need. His future was bright, full of endless possibilities. The day Chad received his acceptance letter to Harvard University was a moment he would never forget. He remembered logging into the application portal, his heart pounding in his chest. He took a deep breath and clicked the button. The screen loaded, and then, there it was, "Congratulations! Welcome to Harvard." Chad stared at the words in disbelief. Tears welled up in his eyes. He had done it. All the hard work, the late-night studying, the challenges he had overcome, it had all paid off. He ran to tell his family, who erupted in cheers and hugs. It was a victory not just for Chad, but for everyone who had supported him along the way. Mr. Thompson, Maria, his teachers, his friends, and the countless strangers who had rallied around him, they had all played a part in this incredible achievement. His acceptance to Harvard was more than just an academic milestone, it was a testament to the power of resilience, community, and the transformative potential of opportunity. It was the culmination of years of dedication and the unwavering belief that even the most difficult circumstances can be overcome with hard work and support. It proved that one ugly moment could indeed spark a powerful future. In an interview shortly after his acceptance to Harvard, Chad reflected on the incident that had changed his life. It was scary, he admitted, being confronted like that, especially as a young kid. For a while, I was angry and confused. I didn't understand why someone would do that. He paused, choosing his words carefully. But I realized that I couldn't let that negativity define me. It was a moment, a bad moment, but it didn't have to be my whole story. He explained that the outpouring of support he received helped him to shift his perspective. It showed me that there are good people in the world, people who care and are willing to help. It taught me the importance of community and standing up for what's right. Chad emphasized that he learned invaluable lessons about resilience, perseverance, and the power of turning adversity into opportunity. That experience pushed me to work harder, to prove to myself and everyone else that I was capable of achieving great things. It motivated me to use my education to make a difference. He added, it wasn't just about getting into Harvard, it was about using my privilege to help others. Chad had a message for other young people, especially those facing adversity. Never give up on your dreams, he urged. No matter how difficult things may seem, always believe in yourself and your potential. He emphasized the importance of resilience. Life will throw challenges your way, but it's how you respond to those challenges that defines you. Learn from your mistakes, keep moving forward, and never let anyone tell you that you can't achieve your goals. He also spoke passionately about the importance of community support. Surround yourself with positive people who believe in you and will encourage you along the way. Don't be afraid to ask for help when you need it. Chad encouraged young entrepreneurs to pursue their passions. If you have an idea, don't be afraid to try it out. The world needs your creativity and innovation. Finally, he advocated for social justice. We all have a responsibility to create a more fair and equitable world. Stand up against injustice, speak out against discrimination, and use your voice to make a difference. He hoped his story would inspire others to fight for a better future. Years later, Chad walked across Harvard Yard, the iconic red brick buildings a backdrop to his incredible journey. He was no longer the scared little boy selling water on a hot Chicago street. He was a confident young man, full of promise and ready to take on the world. His story served as a powerful reminder that even the most difficult circumstances can be overcome with resilience, hard work, and the support of a caring community. The incident with Susan, the 911 call, and the viral video had a lasting impact, not only on Chad's life but on the countless people who were inspired by his story. It highlighted the importance of fighting injustice and standing up for what's right. It demonstrated the power of community and the transformative potential of opportunity. And most importantly, it showed that one ugly moment could indeed spark a powerful future, a future filled with hope, promise, and the unwavering belief that anything is possible. Chad's journey was just beginning, but he carried with him the lessons he had learned and the unwavering support of those who believed in him. He was ready to use his education and his experiences to make the world a better place. His story would continue to inspire generations to come.